you're an Airbnb host, or maybe you're thinking about being an Airbnb host. I'm an Airbnb guest. I'm a traveling poker player. I use Airbnb all the time. I'm in my private bedroom in this Airbnb house in Southern California right now, and I'm gonna tell you how to make the stay for your guests very easy, very convenient, very pleasant, very safe. Do these 7 things and your guests will have a great time. Have a locking front door and a way for the guest to unlock and get in. A lock on the front door might seem very obvious. It is. There's one place I've stayed more than once where the door does lock, but the host doesn't give a key. He just keeps it unlocked. It's not the best, but it would be nice. Electronic locks are better than a key. You don't need to worry about the guest leaving the key behind. Sometimes a guest puts the key on his or her keychain, forgets about it, leaves with it. So an electronic keypad is very common now. Have a way for the guest to get in without the host letting the guest in. Have a way for the guest to lock his or her bedroom door. Locks on the bedroom door are actually not as common as you might think. I really enjoy it. It's just more of a privacy thing. I'm not worried about my things really being taken. I don't usually even have valuable things. My laptop, that's pretty much it, but have a way for the guest to lock his or her bedroom. Have a computer desk in each bedroom. I really value the computer desk, and a lot of people work remotely now, so they could be traveling for fun or for work or like both, and there's a limit to how much you could do on your phone or on your iPad. A lot of people still use laptops, even though you can do things on other devices. Having a computer desk is really valuable. I've had to do a lot of editing before without a computer desk. I'm like sitting on the floor on like a very low to the ground nightstand. It's not nearly as comfortable. So this is the one thing that, you know, there's an expense associated with it, but it would be very nice for the guests if every bedroom had a computer desk. Don't go overboard with kitchen rules. As far as the kitchen goes, if you're okay with someone being in your house for using your house for Airbnb, you should be okay with people using the kitchen as if they're your friends or family. I've had rules in the kitchen that are just ridiculous, like don't use the plates in this cabinet, use the plates in this cabinet, use the spoons over here, like these 3 are the ones you're allowed to use. I don't understand that. You're letting me like stay in your house for days, for weeks. I don't get why like I can't use any plate that's in the kitchen. So let people use the kitchen as you would a friend who's over for the day, or like your parents who are over for a couple days or something like that. Don't go overboard with house rules in general. When you make the listing, do not go overboard with rules. Here's the thing. The rules, there are some listings that just have many rules. The list goes on forever. The rules like that become ironic because someone like me who actually reads every single word of all the rules in each listing, you don't need to make the rules for me. If I'm willing to read that much, I'm gonna respect the house as if I own the house, and I'm not gonna trash it. People who are not gonna follow those rules won't read them. Like the people who won't respect your property aren't gonna take the time to read all the rules anyway, so the rules are never actually accomplishing anything. You could look at potential guests, the reviews other hosts have left, use that to decide if you're going to accept the reservation or not. If you're not, then don't. If you are willing to accept the reservation, then accept that the person has respected other people's property and they're going to respect your property, and you don't need to go overboard with rules. I look to see 2 things basically: quiet hours, hours like to not do laundry, to not cook, and if shoes should come off instantly when you step in the house. Those 2 things are what I look for. When I see many rules beyond that, it's just like a turnoff, and I wonder if I'm going to do something like innocent by accident and the host is going to hate me. So don't go overboard with rules. Have a different way to vet out guests that you don't want to host. Let your guests do laundry. I've had a minimum amount of days in the reservation in order to do laundry. I've had some hosts say, oh, you could do laundry, pay me an extra $3. It can't be that much electricity to do like 1 load in the washer and 1 load in the dryer. Also, I know what detergent costs. Like, I'm in supermarkets and I see what detergent costs. I have a bottle that has 26 loads and I think it costs like $5 or $6. Like, it's not that much. It would be very nice if you had detergent ready and in the laundry room for Airbnb guests. I don't think it's that much like extra to do for your Airbnb guests. Although I travel with my own, I don't need that. But it's just, it's not a lot. It's not a lot of electricity. It's not a lot of detergent. You could just increase the price of whatever you're going to charge by like $1 a day. It's no big deal. It's a really valuable thing for some people. Even if it's not like crucial, it's a time saver. If you have a lot of clothes with you, rather than finding a laundromat and staying there for a couple hours, it's so much easier to do it in the house when you could like be in your room or be doing work on your computer or be cooking while your clothes are getting clean. A surge protector is an amazing amenity to have. The surge protector is for the guest, but it's also for the host. So for the host, it protects you against surges. That's good. Also for the guest, there's just a lot of devices now that people have to plug in. And usually the one like closest to the bed or the computer desk, those two outlets, one is often used for a lamp. So there's really just like one to use that's very, very convenient. I often charge my camera battery in an outlet that's not really near where I'm sitting or laying down. And it's not that I forget it, but like it's possible other people might forget it if they have to use an outlet that's somewhere else. Also, sometimes the outlet is like perfectly behind the bed and it's kind of tough to actually get to and plug something in. So you have a surge protector. It protects the hosts from surges, and it just makes it very, very convenient for the guest to plug things in all in the same spot. Have a light by the front door that's either motion activated or is on all the time. And I probably come back to the house after dark more than most people, but it can be very annoying in the dark, even though I could turn my phone on and get a little light to find the right key. Like right now I have 2 keys to get the right key and then to get it into the door and unlock the door. It would be very convenient. This house, sometimes that light is on, but I've been in Airbnb houses where it's motion activated. I walk up, no matter how dark it is, that light comes on, and it's very easy to unlock the door and walk inside. So I think that was 7 plus a bonus front porch light. 8th, really, tip. Ways for an Airbnb host to make the stay very, very pleasant, convenient, easy, safe, smooth for the guest. The computer desk, I understand you might have 4 bedrooms in your house you're renting out. That's 4 computer desks you might need to buy. That's the one like big expense. The other 7 are very, very simple. Either just a matter of letting people do things or very, very small costs. I know it's not a lot to buy 4 surge protectors and put them in each Airbnb bedroom in your house. So those 7, 8 things are very simple to do. It works out well for the host. It works out well for the guest.